In the insect world, there are threats around every log and under every leaf. A young grub is all alone in a huge place. Worse yet, a lot of creatures think he tastes slimy yet satisfying. But the large blue caterpillar read how to win friends and influence people. And he knows allies are the key to success. But making sure the deal works in your favor is one way to win in life, death, and taxonomy. Welcome to Life, Death, and Taxonomy, your 30 minutes of interesting animal information. I'm Joe.
And I'm Carlos.
I forgot to say welcome back, but thank you to Cassie for the creation of our theme song. To hear more of Cassie's music, please search Cassie Michelle on YouTube or Spotify.
And thank you to Johanna for the creation of this week's artwork. To check that out, you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter at LD Taxonomy, or visit us at our home on the web at ldtaxonomy.com. And a very special thank you to our patrons, to Tristan Taylor, Jesse Raspolich, Kale Raspolich, and Richard Kaspar. Thank you so much for your support. It's greatly appreciated. Thanks for helping us keep the lights on.
And today we're giving our last hope to you. Don't give it back to me, Bitterblue. But more on that later.
Is that a Frank Sinatra?
No, it's Cat Stevens.
Because I got
I'm
a
often
Frank
doing Cat
Sinatra
Stevens
reference.
Oh, I know what it is. Okay.
I don't know very much about. I've never really listened. Doesn't he have that "Cats in the Cradle" song? That's Cat Stevens.
No. Oh no. Cat Stevens is
who sings that song?
"Morning Is Broken" is like one of his famous ones. I think that's even a cover.
Harry Chap does Cats in the Cradle. Interesting. But yeah, we're talking about the big blue. Actually, it's called the large blue. It's not even the large blue butterfly. It's the large blue.
Yeah, the large blue butterfly. It's a butterfly.
It's a butterfly, yeah.
Okay.
But we're going to call it here the butter freeloader.
Yeah.
Hold my baby blue eyes.
Nice.
And the hungry, hungry home wrecker.
Okay, I like it. Picasso.
Yeah. So, now that your curiosity is piqued, let's get into some riveting taxonomy.
Let's do it.
It's in a kingdom you know, love, and are in. The kingdom is Animalia. The phylum is Arthropoda. The class is Insecta. It's a butterfly. It's an insect. The order is Lepidoptera. And the family is Lycanidae, which sounds like wolf butterflies. And the genus is Phengaris, and the species is Orion. Not Orion, not the hunter in the sky, not the celestial hunter, the Arion. Aaron.
Aaron. Nice.
So the Aaron. The nomenclature is Phengaris Orion.
Cool.
But that's just a name.
We gotta.
And we're in the business of naming things.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my favorite part of the show, Critter Groups. The part of the show where I ask you, Joe, a question, and the question is the same every time. What is the name of a group of this animal, or what is the term of venery, or what is the collective noun? 3 ways to say the same question. If you saw a group of butterflies, would you say it's A, a rabble of butterflies, B, a colony of butterflies, C, a horde of butterflies, or D, a cascade of butterflies?
I'm worried that it's just colony, and it's not fun. I'm gonna go with a cascade of butterflies. Final answer.
I knew I hit gold with that one. You are incorrect. The answer is rabble.
Okay, fair enough. Not on the radar. Don't feel so bad.
Yeah, when the last one, because I get the real one that it is, and I put it in there, and then I'm like, okay, what are the other three? And then I don't know, Cascade just came. I was just thinking of like that monarch migration.
Yes.
Have you seen that? Where there's like,
hey, guess what?
Infinity.
Hey, guess what? That's exactly what I was thinking
What?
of when I thought, yeah, Cascade. That sounds right. It's exactly what I was picturing in my head.
Good. I psychically manipulated you into choosing Cascade.
You know what? In terms of the cultural significance of butterflies, rabble might be the worst term of venery we've heard so far.
Wouldn't horde be worse?
Well, that's not real.
Oh, I guess.
Like, it's the worst real one so far.
Or the real.
The biggest mistake a human has made in naming a term of venery has been that one so far, I think. Although,
Yeah, it doesn't really fit with butterflies. Although like butterfly, it's just they're still bugs. That's the thing. They're just pretty looking bugs.
pretty looking bugs, but
And
I'm talking cultural
so
significance.
like, it's like, oh, I just want this. I want this June bug to land on my finger, or this cockroach, or this 6-inch moth, or these other innocuous
ladybugs.
bugs.
Ladybugs they like.
Ladybugs bite and they smell.
But people always feel blessed
So,
by
like-
them and their presence.
If you live in a place where ladybugs migrate, you do not feel blessed by
Oh,
them.
did I ever tell you when I was we were in North Carolina or South Carolina?
I think we
Yeah,
have
I think I
shared
did. Like
ladybug
thousands
stories.
of ladybugs in a store one time.
Yeah, and I've seen them out hiking in New Mexico, just like trees.
I didn't
where
know they
you
liked
can't see the
hiking.
bark. It's just ladybugs. They do like hiking. They have little tiny backpacks, and it's the cutest thing you've ever seen.
Okay. Well, what is
Little tiny satellite phones.
speaking of like cute and whatnot? What does this look like?
It looks like a butterfly.
Oh.
Close that chapter. No, I mean it's a butterfly, so it has all the stages. It starts as a caterpillar. As a caterpillar, it looks like a mitochondrion, which, as you know,
Is a Star Wars race.
is the powerhouse. Is the powerhouse of the cell. The mitochondrion. Oh man, if Bill Nye was still had his kids show, he'd totally do like a play on that.
Mm-hmm.
And you just you just have this hairy amorphous blob walk into
Cantina.
like a bar, a cantina, and shoot everybody in it. Leave.
Okie dokie.
This is the way. But yes, it looks like it's pink. The caterpillar's pink. It's pill shaped. It's hairy. It's actually less pink and more of like a gross flesh color. Its body is segmented and has a little black head at the end. But when it grows into an adult, when it matures and becomes a beautiful butterfly, the large blue is a pretty large and also very blue butterfly. It has 4 bright blue wings that are rimmed with black, and it also has black spots all over, but mainly the bigger black spots are on the top 2 wings. Its body is fuzzy, and its body is also very blue, which is interesting because at least in the butterflies that I've seen in the butterfly capital of the world, Coral Springs, or no, Coconut Creek. And the 2 times that I have been to Butterfly World, most of the butterflies are they're just black bugs, but they have these beautiful wings. But the large blue is blue and also has blue wings.
I don't know why it's the butterfly capital of the world. Maybe there's the most, like, a ton of migrations that land here, but the biggest collection of butterflies is in the University of either Miami or Florida. I can't remember which.
Are they alive?
I doubt it.
Okay, so I feel like maybe Butterfly World is
True.
the biggest
Living menagerie.
Zoo is the biggest butterfly zoo. And no one. I mean, it's cool, but I feel like someone could beat it, and then they would become the butterfly capital of the world. You want to put Scranton, Pennsylvania on the map? Make a butterfly world.
I think The Office put Scranton, Pennsylvania on the map.
Oh, we've talked about this, haven't we? I keep using that as a nothing
Town.
Okay, no, Bland, Virginia.
Yes.
There's a town called Bland in Virginia.
Or Christmas, Florida.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, but it's just a little town. Cool.
All right, yeah. So that's what it looks like. It's a big blue, fuzzy butterfly with black spots.
Would you like to know how big it is?
How big is it?
Yeah. Okay.
How big is it?
I'm excited to get to this because I've changed it a little bit. We're going to try something new. So, welcome.
What? You can't change this on me.
Welcome to the Love Measure Up segment, the official listener's favorite part of the show. The part of the show when we present the animal size and dimensions in relatable terms to a quiz that's fun for the whole family. It's also part of the show that's introduced by you. When you send an audio of yourself singing, or chittering, the words measure up into ldtaxonomy.com. We don't have a new Measure Up intro, so we have to hear from an animal, and Carlos is to guess what it is. Also, we're going to do like almost a Jeopardy style. Like I mentioned it last time, instead of having you do math, I'm going to just tell you how many blue butterflies go into something, and you have to tell me what that thing is. And there will be plenty of hints along the way.
You're actually doing this.
I'm actually. I think this will be easier for you.
But will it be more entertaining?
I think so.
That's for you out there in podcast.
Okay, yeah, that's fair enough. We'll let the listener decide. But it will be less you listening to you talk about figures. Doing figuring.
I try to cut that out. Do it in my head.
So, let's hear from an animal. Now. Oh no. I hate when I cue stuff up and then
You did the Snape now. Come forward. Now.
Okay. Without further ado, the listener's favorite part of the show.
That was pleasant.
Okay. Is that...
I really enjoyed that.
Is that... Let me think of some not bad answers. Is it A, a bunch of sea lions? Is it B, a bunch of baby bears? Is it C, something with a D, an adjective with a D, donkeys? Or is it D, a musk ox? Or several?
I mean, either you basically gave it away, or you're a master of deception. I don't know. We will go with baby bears because I know you love bears.
Mm-hmm. Final answer.
So baby bears. Final answer.
Correct answer was donkeys.
You are a master of deception.
Why did you think I was giving it away?
Because you were making it up. You're like something starts with D. I don't know.
No. I said a bunch of baby bears, and then I had donkeys queued up, and I was trying to think of adjectives for donkeys, and I couldn't think of any.
Baby bears, daring donkeys, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I was trying to do daring donkeys.
Oh, I thought you were coming up with donkeys on the spot, so I was like, either this is like he's playing 4D chess, or he legitimately just came up
I was
with
playing
donkeys.
4D chess so well, I didn't know I was playing 4D chess. But let's talk about length. So there are a half inch, or an inch and a half rather, or 13 millimeters. So here's the question. Here's how it's going to go. Around 3,083,520 large blue butterflies go into the length of what British historical landmark?
Why would this be easier? Because now because math is just math. Like you could just tap into it and enjoy the Speed Force. But with this, like I have to have geographical and cultural knowledge.
This is so easy.
This is so easy.
You've studied geography. Here's a hint. This landmark is the largest piece of Roman architecture in England, dating back to 112 AD. It's a very famous thing.
A very famous piece of Roman architecture in London?
In England.
Oh, in England.
Not in London. And you're looking for the length of it.
Well,
if you know what it is, but not the name of it, I'll accept that.
See, now I'm up here looking dumb.
Here's another. Would you like another hint?
Because I cannot think of ancient Roman, like an ancient Roman structure.
Here's another hint. It's 73 miles long, 117 kilometers.
Oh, it's that like Hadrian Wall or whatever.
That's exactly what it is. Hadrian's Wall.
Yeah,
that's correct. Yeah, I see. Roman architecture might have thrown you off because I didn't know it was built by the Romans until today.
Yeah, I was thinking when you said Roman architecture, I was like, is Buckingham Palace like based on Roman architecture? And then you were like on all of England, and I was like, did they find out that like Stonehenge was built by
No, pretty much the Anglo-Saxons built upon all the Roman stuff that was there before, but
I don't think Hadrian's Wall is very well known, as well known as you might think.
You knew the name of it.
I know, but like I don't know why I know that.
Because it's in the osmosis.
But it's not one of those things where it's like, hey, I can't, like, it's not like Stonehenge. Stonehenge is just on Stonehenge is like movie famous, and Hadrian's Wall is like commercial famous.
Sure. Let's talk about the larval lifespan. Larva, before pupating and becoming a butterfly, they spend 9 months going around munching. A 9-month thing. So, a little more than 1,041 blue butterfly larva stages go into the length of what historical European war? Here's a hint. This is the longest continual war on record. It began with the Battle of Covadonga, in which rebels were led by Pelagius of Asturias, not to be confused with Darth Pelagius the Wise or Pelagius the theologian that denied original sin.
I'm going to go with the 100 Years' War, which sounds like a long time to do war.
Well,
Final
okay.
answer.
Here's your last hint.
Okay.
It lasted from 711 to 1492, making it a 781-year war.
All right, so it's a little bit longer than the 100 Years' War. And I have no idea what this is.
You don't know what the longest war in history is?
Is it the Crusades?
No. And I'll give you another hint. I did not know about this. This was the longest war either until. I mean, although it was happening in like concurrent with the Crusades, and it's
It
very
was happening
similar.
concurrent with a lot of things.
Well, like it's very similar to the Crusades in terms of who is fighting who.
It's happening concurrent to the Normans invading England. It's happening concurrent to the unification of